When a specific time of year approaches, our brains begin to play tricks on us. The anticipation of a seasonal craving infiltrates our subconscious mind. The mind simulates the exact sensory details we are missing. Imagine reaching up into a canopy, pulling down the heaviest, ripest fruit on the branch, and feeling the precise weight of it in your hand. Or picturing a perfectly chilled, golden smoothie waiting for you on the kitchen counter. The subconscious builds these idealized, effortless scenarios where the reward is already yours. But the brain is incredibly fragile when constructing these illusions. A sudden phantom interruption, like someone snatching that drink right out of your hands, is enough to shatter the simulation and pull you back to reality. Human anticipation for a highly prized seasonal reward is powerful enough to hijack our resting state. It creates a psychological vacuum that demands to be filled. Then comes the crash. You wake up, walk into the kitchen, and find absolutely zero trace of the fruit you were just holding in your mind. The calendar might say summer has officially started, but a quick look at the local markets gives you a harsh reality check. The stalls are completely empty. This chart shows the timeline of a typical harvest season. Notice how early the summer temperatures spike on the left, compared to the actual concentrated window of the mango harvest, much later on the right. We expect instant delivery to our doorsteps, but nature operates on the strict policy of delayed gratification. Between the environmental trigger and the biological reward, nature enforces an inflexible waiting period. This gap between deep desire and physical availability is the exact friction that gives seasonal traditions their immense psychological weight. Modern commerce hates friction. Turn on the television during this exact waiting period, and you will see flashy commercials promising instant satisfaction through a bottled neon yellow drink. It looks like an easy shortcut, but these mass-produced beverages are manufactured illusions. They offer a simulation of the season without delivering a single drop of the actual fruit. This side-by-side comparison shows why. On the left is the complex, varied biological makeup of a real mango. On the right is a synthetic flavor compound, a simple, repetitive molecular structure engineered in a lab to trick your tongue's receptors. Because it lacks the natural fibers and vitamins of the real crop, the synthetic alternative leaves you with a hollow nutritional deficit. It is a heavy dose of refined sugar, masquerading as a seasonal milestone. Consciously rejecting that artificial instant fix is a necessary psychological step. It preserves the value of the authentic, delayed reward waiting at the end of the harvest. As the weeks drag on, the environment shifts. The heat becomes punishing, forcing people under umbrellas just to cross the street. This is the physical signal that the waiting period is nearly over. And then you spot the first sign of life, a street vendor chopping up firm, green, raw mangoes. A sudden, unexpected encounter with the real, physical season. The raw, tart harvest grounds the weight in the physical world, offering an authentic bridge to the season's peak. Tossed with sharp, spicy masala, the tartness of the unripe fruit creates a complex, intense sensory experience. It is entirely different from the flat, predictable sweetness of a bottled commercial drink. Enduring the long wait and accepting this transitional, imperfect stage of the harvest proves that the eventual payoff will be a genuine multi-sensory reward. Finally, the moment arrives. The first batch of fully mature, heavy, ripe mangoes crosses the threshold of the house. This physical arrival triggers a synchronized routine. One person takes charge of manually slicing the fruit, while another prepares giant ice-cold homemade shakes. The synchronized physical act of preparing seasonal food together transforms a simple calorie consumption event into a vital bonding mechanism for the group. The arriving fruit serves as a social anchor, pulling the family away from separate routines and into a unified ritual. The instinct, after months of waiting, is to consume the reward as fast as possible. Glasses drain in seconds in a frantic race. But watch what happens when someone deliberately opts out of the rush. While the rest of the table finishes first, second, and third, one person intentionally comes in dead last. After weeks of phantom dreams, enduring the midsummer heat, and dodging artificial substitutes, slowing down is a deliberate strategy. It allows the senses to physically capture what the mind has been simulating for months. Slowly consuming the shake closes the loop between the long-held mental image and the physical taste. After weeks of phantom cravings, the authentic reward is finally complete.